All right. So there was a time on our planet before modern day religion, before the patriarchy and men had its claws, had a chance to get its claws into our pussies, where the goddess was the focus. I was doing some background on this. Did you know that humans are 7 million years old? Kind of crazy. 7 million years old. So there's a lot of time before Christ, before religion, where, you know, the goddess was the focus. We're going to journey today to find your ancient divinity, the location of your ancient divinity. And we're going to anchor it with the 4 directions. Because if we're really going to unwind and unplug and tap into that power, we need to understand where that power lives in our bodies. Embodiment practices have been used to heal, commune, and remember for thousands of years. So can you imagine what it was like to be some of the first human beings on this planet? Maybe even what it was like to be a woman back then, where all of a sudden, like, your belly grows and then like this water shoots out and then there's like pain and then a human baby exits out of your vagina. Can you imagine what it must have been like for people watching that? It was magic. Now we know it's biology and science, but back then it was magic. Before there was language and art and information, there was magic. So today we're going to go back to the goddess culture and the earth-based practices that we have used. Now I'm going to show you, I love showing pictures because I think they're fun. But I'm going to show you some photos of the goddess. I'll share my screen with you. So this is the Venus of Willendorf. I know that Veronica's smiling over there because she knows, I know this is one of her favorites. This is a bust of fertility goddess Venus. You could see that 30,000 years ago. What do you notice about her? What do you notice about her? She looks nothing like the Macy's catalog, right? She's got curves. She's got boobs. She's faceless. So this is, if you're seeing your body represented here, this is the representation of the goddess. So this is 30,000 years old. It was found on August 7th, 1908 by a workman named Johann Veron during an excavation conducted by archaeologists at a Paleolithic site near Willendorf, a village in Lower Austria near the town of Krems. It is carved from Oolithic limestone that is not local to the area and tinted with red ochre, which we see a lot of, the red ochre. Here's some more some more busts, some Venus busts. And we got this Czech Republic, Austria, Germany, France, Slovakia. Thousands and thousands of years old.
Leah, did the names come from where they were found? Like,
Actually, I don't know. Veronica, do you know?
Yeah, the names all come from where they were found.
yeah.
The Venus title is just what male archaeologists decided to call all of them, because
Right.
they didn't have any concept of the Great Mother Goddess, which is what they are.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Veronica, I'm sorry, what word did you say? Instead of Venus, they are what?
The Great Mother Goddess. Because to them, I mean, Venus was a very specific goddess, right? Only ruling over sensuality. And these are not, they're never represented with any symbols that mean that they're a specific thing. They're like they are symbolic in their bodies. But these specific ones we're looking at, they're not holding snakes, they don't have clothing, you know. The Venus of Willendorf does have the curls on her head. Right. And that is something that was carried on later in like Greek, and you'll see the Buddha will have curls. That's all Greek influence of like a spiritual connection. But yeah, they're all named after just the areas that they were found.
Thanks, Veronica. She has an incredible memory and lots of knowledge. Okay, this is the Nile goddess. This is from the earliest period in Egyptian history before the time of the pharaohs, called the pre-dynastic period, which is from 3500 BCE, before Christ. This Egyptian fertility goddess raises her arms upward, gesturing to the sky as perhaps part of a ritual. She has a bird-like face, narrow waist, small breasts, and elongated arms with rounded hand ends. Last one is the snake goddess, the snake priestess. She's a Minoan snake priestess. This was a Cretan goddess. And the people of Crete seem to have worshipped a mother goddess sacred to many places and manifests in many forms. This snake goddess priestess, who shakes two snakes as an animal, cat, maybe? I don't know what kind of animal that is, sits on her head, may have been used as part of this ritual. The open bodice and flounced skirt was a favored style worn by Minoan women. I like her. I like the snakes. Right? So these are proof that we worship the goddess before religion came up on board. I studied a lot about my religion and how it's affected me this summer, and definitely was upsetting at the very least. Okay, I'm going to stop this share. So somewhere in your history, you have female deities and goddess worship. Who are the oldest female deities you can find that represent your lineage? This is going to be your homework if you choose. All homework is optional, but if you want to get the most out of this, like you put the stuff into action in your life. That's very important. You can show up here every week and it will still do something. But if you take what you learn here and put it into action in your life, you're going to see this stuff move. You're going to see this stuff that's important to you that maybe has never moved begin to move. It just will happen. I can't explain it. It's magic. All right. So it's time to start reclaiming our ancient divinity. And to do that, we have to go back. So I'm going to have you close your eyes And go ahead and get in actually keep your eyes open because I want to show you something. We're going to do a journey to locate your ancient divinity. You locate your most ancient part of your body. Don't worry, it's going to be there. It's going to be perfect. Exactly the first place that you go to is the place. Okay. And we're going to do a yoni mudra. Yoni mudra, there's a couple different yoni mudras, but the one that I want to show you is you're going to take your pinky, your ring finger, and your middle finger on both hands. You're going to curl it in and you're going to stick those together. You're going to point your ring finger down and then you're going to take your thumbs and put them together. So a mudra is it's a seal. It's an energetic seal. And yoni means womb, sacred space, pussy. And you're going to put that, so you're going to place this mudra right here so that your thumbs are right underneath your belly button. All right, and get comfortable. Close your eyes. We're going to enter sacred space. Calling in the goddess. And placing your attention on that yoni mudra. Closing your eyes. Just doing a little clearing. And then bring your attention to that mudra, to that space between. We're going to ask that to be the doorway that we enter. Entering into the yoni mudra. Entering into that doorway. And finding, locating your ancient place. It lives inside of your body. And you're going to go there. Locating the goddess within you. And we're going to anchor her in with the 4 elements. That place you remember. This place is so old, so ancient. Water. go deeper now into the ocean. Record keeper. Just being in approval of everything you're feeling right now. Wind. Earth. Fire. Again, being in approval of your ancient one. See if you can locate a face, a feeling, that remembrance, and say hello to her. And as we begin to come back, you're gonna never lose this spot. This is your spot. We honor the ancientness in you. We honor the knowing in you. We honor that you are here in this room to remember, to show up, to be your greatness. So beginning to bring yourself back into this room, back into this room, back into your body. You can take your hands out of Yoni Mudra, saying thank you, thanking yourself, thanking all of the ancient ones who showed up today, all of you who showed up to Circle. And with that, this is complete.